Jumbo, 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 everyone. Radja here. Be more, give more daily. Always a thrill to connect with you. Questions to help us uncover, discover, reconnect with our passion, our why, and our purpose. Fundamental questions that make us think about why we're really here. Remember Mark Twain's words: two of the most important dates of your life, the day you were born and the day you found out why, right? This is it. Why are we spending time here? Why are we taking up space? What are we doing with our lives? So here are some fundamental questions. Let's start with the end in mind. What are three things you want to be remembered for? What are three things that you want your loved ones, family, friends to say about you when it's all said and done? And the second part of that question is, what are we doing today to ensure that outcome? What are we doing today, right now, to ensure whatever your answer was in the future? Okay, that's a fundamental question. Another one that my mentor asked me years ago that just drove me crazy. He said, Lou, if you're not living your dream, whose dream are you living? And I mean, that question just threw me off, because you're living someone's dream, whether you like it or not. So it might as well be yours. If you're not living your dream, whose dream are you living? Another great question to think about is, if failure was not an option, right? If we were in the zone and no matter what we did, we would succeed, what would we choose to do? If necessity was out of the picture, all your financial needs were met, and you woke up the next morning, what would you do? What would you do? Because that's when we really know what you want, what you're excited about, right? What would you do? If unfortunately a doctor told us that we had 6 months to live and there was nothing they can do about it, what would you do in those 6 months? How would you spend those 6 months? And you always hear things like, I'm going to tell my father I love him, I'm going to tell my mother I love her, I'm going to go see my friends and all of that. And then the question is always, why aren't you doing that right now? Why aren't you doing that right now? Right? And so that's a fundamental question to think about. Or another one, last one, what if every single job in the world paid $25 an hour? Whether you were a janitor or a CEO, what would you do? Again, these are fundamental, simple, but thought-provoking questions that will start leading us towards what really gets us going, what we're wired for. And once we discover that passion, man, sky is the limit. So take the time to think about these questions and more, and start working on really knowing your why and living it every single day. Be more, give more. Cheers.